I'm Temple Hayes, and I guess the best way to describe me is that I'm a life advocate. And that's really neat for me, having been a person that at one time I sabotaged myself in my teenage years. I drank a lot. I am a walking miracle that I'm alive. I went to jail twice, etc., etc. But lying within me was a deep longing and knowing that life is a gift. And it's a gift from our Creator, and it's meant to be with purpose. And so because of that experience, I became a person that I love life, and I coach people in valuing their own life and how to work with natural laws that their life can be effective, that they can be successful, that they can be philanthropists, and those kind of things. I've had the pleasure of being an international motivational speaker for the past 30 years. And embedded in that experience would be that I've been a spiritual leader at a spiritual community, not religiosity, not with rules, but with tools. And I've worked in two organizations. One would be the Centers for Spiritual Living, which features the Science of Mind magazine, perhaps you've heard of them, and also Unity magazine, and Unity headquarters and Silent Unity, etc. So I'm the spiritual leader currently. We have close to 2,000 members. We have thousands of followers online throughout the world. I have a live radio show. It's called The Intentional Spirit, because to me there's a big difference between people that set goals and people that are intentional. Because people probably ask me why, that is different. It's because people that are intentional, no matter what's going on outside of them, no matter what the problems are, challenges, or whatever, they continue to be intentional to accomplishing their dreams and their visions. So I bring in authors and speakers and teachers from all over the world to host on the Facebook Live show every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And we offer tools to encourage people to share, whether it's healthy living, alternative health practices, recovery, divorcing with dignity. I'd love to make it a lot of practical things. Anytime I ever speak to a room of recovering alcoholics or addicts, I say, here's the thing, and you probably never heard it before in your life. You are the most gifted person you probably ever met on the planet. You just don't know it. And that happens a lot, You see people that they're healers. They're phenomenal, but they haven't owned it. So that's what I love to work with people is, as Stephen Covey would say, peeling the layers of the onions and kind of bringing out, what really belongs and what's true for a person. My first book was called The Right to Be You, and it gives the whole idea of life rights and how we all have the right to dream, regardless of the color of our skin. We have the right to love who we want to love. Elders have rights regardless. They have rights to live independently, etc. My second book was How to Speak Unity. And it's about 77 terms of what we talk about in unity, like divine order, our idea of prayer, our explanation of God. It's all the different things that we use in our language of positive living to explain and incorporate for people to understand in a greater way. My last book, it won't be the last book, but my most recent book is called When Did You Die? 8 Steps to Stop Dying Every Day and Start Waking Up. And I really go deep. I go deep in my own life journey. I go deep in ways that limitation or environment or culture or whatever it is, really keeps people from soaring. So I believe it's time for those of us that do have this passionate message, and those of us like myself that are advocates for life and know that the world is ready to really hear the truth and be in the truth. I want to be part of that in any way that I can. And at the same time, I always like to say I'm more interested in the book that I'm living than the book I'm writing. I've met so many people along the way that write books about making a difference in the world and walk by the homeless and not even look. That's not me. I don't want to be numb to that. I don't want to be desensitized. There are tremendous needs in the world, and I don't want to be in denial of that. I want to see how in some way, in some small way or significant way, that I can be a part of changing that.